Welcome back to the Hexagon Challenge. In today's episode, we need to build a squad that is capable of competing in the African Champions League. It's a transfer special, and I don't think we've got a whole lot to do. Well, we've got a little bit to do. So we already know that some players are leaving us. We know if we take these boys out, including the one who's going back on loan, we've got a squad of 14. So there is a little bit of work to do. Just to cover the ones who are leaving, because we haven't talked about them. So Kayode Bankole is going to go to Zamalek, which is in Egypt, for £575,000. Financially, the club is actually pretty good now. We had a very big sale. We were in quite a bit of debt, but we actually had a bit of a big sale in between the last episode. So Ryan Nasraoui, our backup left back, he had an offer from Guingamp in France for 2.4 million. He'd only become a backup once we brought Koulibaly in, so it made sense to cash in on him. So he's already gone, and I think he's the only one who's left. I think these boys we already covered. We haven't brought anyone else in, so that's it. So the other outgoings, yes, we know the goalkeeper's going again. He was kind of the weak link this season. He's a foreign. He counts as one of our 10 foreign players. It's a big money offer. Gives us quite a bit of money to work with. I'm happy for him to go. Jalassi, our backup right back, he's on his way to Häcken, which I think is in Sweden, for 50,000. Again, we don't need him. Sidibe, someone who's just been sitting around the squad forever. He's on his way to Rivers United, which is in his home nation of. It's not Nigeria. For some reason, I thought he was Nigerian. He's Mali. No, he's definitely not Nigerian. Well, he's gone to Nigeria anyway. And then Diogo, maybe this is what I confused it with. He's going to his home nation of Brazil. GOI, I don't know who that is in real life. That one? Gauss Esporte, don't know how you pronounce that. But he's going, he's a big cash off the wage bill. He's 33. He's had a very good season for us. He's had a very, very good season. But when we've got Leandro Lopez, who's kicking on. We've got Angua, who looks like the real deal. Not D'Lo Brown, but the real deal, Daniel Angua. And we've also got the likes of... Where's our other striker? Oh, Trabelsi's on the wing, because we don't have a winger. But we've got him as well, young, Tunisian, 5-star potential. So we've got players who can play up front. I don't think we really need him. I think we'll be okay without him. So they're all going. We're going to get 675k in transfer budget, as well as 6,500 in the wage budget. Obviously, that's already kind of accounted for in our transfer budget. So we've got a bit of money to work with. We've got 3.3 mil, 61,000 wage budget. We're only spending around 40 of it. So we've got about 20-ish K. And like I say, we only need probably a couple key positions. A goalkeeper is priority number one. We definitely need a left winger. I mean, Trabelsi could play there, and he's starting to get pretty comfortable on the left, but I think I would rather have a natural left winger. Hamidi was very, very good. Unfortunately, his future fee is 1.2 million. I think that's far too much for a boy. He is Tunisian, which maybe it's not a bad shout. I mean, is it a bad shout to get him? I don't know. I think maybe we could... It's a lot of our actual bank balance. Whilst we have the transfer budget, I just don't know if it's worth it. I don't think we've had our sponsorship money come in just yet. Have we? No. We haven't had our sponsorship money. So we'll see if it kind of looks like maybe a good deal. He's not been that good that I'd want to go out and spend, 1.2 million on. So... I think we will take the risk and try and find without him. Like I said, we've got 8 foreign players at the minute, but quite a lot of those are probably leaving. So I don't know how many foreign spots we'll have. So who do we have? Lopez, Angua, Johan Lara, Koulibaly, Belaid, Azzi. So I think we've got 6. Azzi, yeah, he'll stay. But yeah, I mean, I think we've got a pretty good squad. Any other positions potentially? I mean, the midfield's pretty good. The centre backs are pretty good. The full, maybe a better right back could be the option. If we can get a Tunisian one in, even better. Right winger, I'm happy with. So we definitely need a left winger. We definitely need a goalkeeper. That's priority. Priority number 1 is goalkeeper. Priority number 2 is left winger. Then priority number 3 is probably a better striker and right back. I think everything else I'm happy with. If we, obviously, free transfer day is very, very soon. That's where we'll be hoping to pick up our players. If not, then we'll have to start going for actual players we're going to pay for. So we don't have too long to wait, because we obviously had quite a late Tunisian Cup final. We had to wait quite a bit of time. So yeah, we'll get to free transfer day quite quickly. So we've reached free transfer day. As you can see, a couple bits have happened. We have not sold anyone, but we have signed someone. I said I wasn't going to sign him, but Barakat Hamidi's in. The reason I signed him, yes, it's quite a bit of money, but he is Tunisian. The other thing was, it wasn't all up front. It looks like it was all up front. I don't know why it's shown that. So when I actually went on to see what the deal was, it wasn't actually 1.2 million up front. I'm sure if we go to clauses, we'll be able to find it. There we go. So it was like half of it was like 625k up front, and then an extra 287 over two installments. No, 287k installment. So it was 1.2 million. It was kind of like halved. So we've only paid a little bit of it now, and the rest is going to come over the next year. So it just seemed like a good bit of business. He didn't want a lot of wages, 1,400. I mean, I'm okay with that. We've moved our backup goalkeeper in just as goalkeeper for now. Obviously, we are on the lookout for one. So we've got our left mid in. He was very good on loan. He's come in on a permanent 3-year deal, 1,400. I'm happy with that. Some of the other boys haven't left yet. As you can see, they're still waiting on their deals. They're going to go sometime over the course of July. We've got a lot of under 21 players who we just don't need. There's about 10 players sitting in the under 21s taking up a wage, so we'll try and move all of them on, and I'll keep you updated with that. But now is free transfer day, so we've got to go out and try and find a goalkeeper primarily, but then after that, just see what's available. So we've reached the end of, well, not the transfer window, but the end of the kind of pre-season. We've got our Champions League stuff, so we'll take a quick look at what that is. We've got our Super Cup as well, but we'll do that off camera, of course. So the Champions League in Africa basically works with a preliminary round, which then goes into a first round. And then if you win those two, you get to go into the group. And then, but to be fair, after the group, it's just quarters, semi-final, and final. So it's a little bit weird why you have to play like some qualifiers, but we're playing this team from Togo, Asco Dakara, 1.5-star team. We are a 3-star team, so we should have no problem with them, but we are going to play that on camera. That will be our next episode. But in terms of transfers, we've done quite a bit of business. So first one in the door, actually, no, let's jump back. Is there anyone else? I don't think so. Sidibe did leave. He went to Rivers. Let's do the exits first because there is a lot of them. So a lot of players have left. Diogo's gone, obviously, to Brazil. Mostly these are just players that were sitting in the academy. Bankole, the goalkeeper. Other than that, I don't think there's anyone of note, really. A lot of players we're just trying to loan out, but we've managed to clear out as much as we could. We have spent a bit of money. First one in the door, Hugo Pereira is a 21-year-old Uruguayan defensive midfielder. He signs on deal from Danubio for £400,000. He is going to be our second choice ball winner midfielder. He does take up a foreign spot, so that's something to keep in mind. Next one, and we've massively overpaid for him, but there is no goalkeepers. Free transfers are rubbish in Tunisia. There's just nothing available. There was no goalkeepers. So we went out and paid over the odds for Amen Ala Mamish. He is a Tunisian goalkeeper. He was ES Tunis's goalkeeper. We've paid 2.2 million. That isn't all up front. It's 2.3 overall, but it's not all up front. It's some of that on installments. We then loaned in this guy, Peter Malmqvist. He was at Copenhagen. I thought stats-wise he looked very good, but coaching summary hasn't really been too favorable for him. He's only 18 though, so he's got potential to get better, but he's on a season-long loan. Stefanos Avangelu, we have no defenders. He's going to come in on a 1-year deal. He's Greek. He was recently playing in Croatia. He joins us on a 1-year deal. Again, takes up a foreign spot. And the last one in the door is Ricky Gervais Mabeba. He is a centre-back. He can play left-back as well, so a little bit of cover there. He's on a deal, joins from, oh my God, cat. He joins from ASEC Mimosas for £250,000. So not bad. We've spent a little bit of money. As you can see, finances are, they are what they are. We've spent a bit of money, but the cat's so annoying. But we've made a bit of money with transfers going out. especially last season as well, where we got a lot of that money for Nasraoui. So we are a little bit light in certain areas. We really don't have too many right backs. We've got Azi Belaid can play there, Avangelu can play there. We've got one proper left back. Azi could cover there, so could Mabea. Centre backs were fine. We've got 4. For some reason, they're still kicking off that we don't have centre backs. That's why I've signed 3 of them. They're still kicking off. We don't have enough centre backs. We've got our goalkeeper. We've got good midfielders. Midfields I'm very happy with. We got a lot of players who can play on the right. We've got players who can play on the left. Not too worried about that. And we've got some players up front. So really, it's just the full-back positions were a little bit light. We've still got some money in the bank, but there's just no one on free transfers that looks any good. They're really just all ancient. And we're kind of maxed out now. We've got our 10. That's the... Hang on, I'm looking at the wrong one. Where do I change it? Yeah, so we've got our 10 now. Obviously, one of them's a loan. We have also agreed a future transfer for this guy, Mateo Gonzalez. He is at Rosario. His contract's out in December, so we'll get him in January on a free. Again, he'll just be a good backup right back. So we've got a cover there. Obviously, we'll have to lose someone. Probably Mountfist can just go back from his loan. But yeah, we're kind of full up, so it's a little bit difficult. Who are you boys? I haven't seen you. Oh, these look really good. Well... Oh, he's on a free. We might pick him up. Even if we can't play some of them straight away. Let's have a scout on him. We might pick him up if he's on a free. That will be all right. Youngster. Lots of potential. But then again, we're probably not going to be here too long, are we? Don't really need to buy for the future when we really need players for the now. But yeah, so that'll be next episode. We'll play our first game in the preliminary rounds of the African Champions League. We'll do the super... You know what? We'll do the home leg. If we absolutely batter them, then we'll do the Super Cup for the second game, because chances are if we batter them in the first, we'll be fine to get through the second leg. So we'll see how we get on in the first leg. If we win by 3 or more goals, then we'll play the Super Cup on camera, and we'll do the second leg off camera. So that'll be next episode. But yeah, I think, honestly, Champions League, it might take more than one season. I don't think we'll just walk into this one the same way we did Oceania and just win it straight out the gate. Obviously, we have to do that in New Zealand rather than Tonga. But season preview-wise, we are second favourites for the league. ES Tunis still the best team in the country. But I think we're all right. So I think the squad's good. I think we've got more than enough going forwards. I think we've got a good defence. I think the only issue is if we run into any injuries, we might be a bit screwed there. But a full season with Angua, Hamidi on a permanent, Johan Lara full season, these two linking up, full season of Koulibaly getting better. I mean, yeah, I think it's a good squad. Trabelsi will only get better as well. So obviously we've got Lopez who can play up front. We've got MB and Pereira in midfield. Yahya on the right again, still got potential to get better. We've got our defenders, so we're really only missing like a fullback who can play either side, and we're probably okay. So I think we'll win the league again. Obviously, we won't do too much on the league and the cups this year. We are focused mostly on the Champions League. Obviously, we won both last year, so we will focus mostly on the Champions League, but we'll probably play that Super Cup game as well. Is there any money for the Super Cup? Very little. Oh, well, that's disappointing. But yeah, there is some money in the Champions League. Once you get into the groups, it's like £100,000 per win, which would definitely help us out. So yeah, but that's going to do it. Thank you for watching this episode of the Hexagon Challenge, and I'll see you all for more very soon.